Where do I even begin with something like this? If it's not Roblox moderation being a massive problem, it's YouTube moderation. And to be honest, I've never personally had to deal with YouTube moderation before, and let me tell you, I had no idea how lucky I was because of that, because it seems like they are just as incompetent as Roblox when it comes to helping with literally anything. I uploaded a video on Friday called Roblox's The Hatch is Worse Than We Thought, and it was literally just me talking about Roblox possibly inviting MeepCity to participate in the Hatch event. Nothing more, nothing less, the same type of video that I upload every day, yet somehow that day was different. Because YouTube decided to straight up remove my video. Not age restrict it, not warn me about something that might need to be blurred, just fully removed it, gave me a community guidelines warning and slapped a channel violation on my account. That is the kind of thing that you would expect to see if someone uploaded actual, uncensored, inappropriate, real life content. You know exactly what I'm talking about, not a commentary video about a Roblox event about MeepCity. So surely I must have done something unbelievably disgusting to warrant that, right? No. The violating content they flagged me for was literally just a compilation of screenshots from the official Teddy's Condor games taken by Green Lego Cats, because these are the same games that he has been documenting for years. These are images from Roblox games showing things that violate Roblox's guidelines, nothing from real life and absolutely nothing against YouTube's guidelines. Trust me, I know what I am doing when I put things in my videos. I am so careful with this kind of stuff. I literally censor the words, well, the words that you can see on the screen that are censored right now. When it appears in tweets I show on screen, I will scribble over the words, I will blur things, I'll avoid saying or showing anything explicit because I never want that kind of thing in my videos. So now, why on earth would I include an uncensored screenshot that actually crosses a line? I wouldn't, because it doesn't. Even now, I'm struggling to figure out what exactly YouTube thought was the issue. I asked them multiple times which part of the screenshot they believe is violating, and every single time they refuse to tell me, which if anything tells me that they haven't even looked at the screenshot. And you know what? The exact screenshot that I would guess their AI moderation automatically flagged up in the video to get it removed, that exact screenshot was shown in other videos from other creators like Creekcraft and Flamingo, both of them with over 12 million subscribers. Okay, their videos have millions of views showing the same screenshot, but that's not a problem. I'm the problem. I appealed immediately. That was the first thing I did, and the appeal was rejected in under 10 minutes. Then later, YouTube support told me that a real human had reviewed my appeal. A real human? Are you kidding me? In 10 minutes? With the amount of appeals that they probably have to go through, under 10 minutes is the amount of time it took them for them to reject me. You expect me to believe that that was a real human? So then I tried live chat support, because waiting 1 minute to talk to a real person seemed way better than waiting days for an inevitably unhelpful, useless email. The first person I spoke to was polite but did not help. After an hour of going back and forth between them not helping me trying to tell them that they made a mistake, I had to leave. So I tried again later, and then the second person honestly just felt rude and very dismissive. They first of all told me I shouldn't be starting a new chat even though the previous one had already ended hours ago. I explained that I had some new information to show them, like the fact that Creekcraft and Flamingo have used the exact same screenshot in their videos with no issues, and they somehow took that as me trying to report those videos when I clearly was not. I was using them as proof that the content isn't violating, that's it. I reiterated that to them, and then they sent me a link to a place that I can report videos. Eventually they just started ignoring everything that I was saying and typing, and then they closed the chat mid-conversation without even asking if I was okay with that, which they typically have to do in any live chat support for anything. They were so dismissive. So I went to Twitter, not because I wanted to, because I barely use it, but at this point I was willing to try anything. I sent a post to @teamYouTube to tell them about everything that was going on. It took them like 30 minutes to reply, which wasn't that bad, except they told me I already had an open support case and needed to continue working with that team through the email, but I hadn't received an email. I didn't get anything like that, literally nothing from YouTube. But right after that tweet from Team YouTube, I got an email from the rude person from the second live chat. So if anything, that's like not a coincidence. I think they just forgot to send it to me. And oh, this email was a mess. First, they told me once again that a human had reviewed my video and confirmed that it violated their policy. Then they told me it violated their inappropriate content policy and linked me to a page that they encouraged me to review to see what I had done wrong. But this page was actually about selling illegal goods and services, in which they told me that I am not allowed to post videos to YouTube directly aiming to sell organs. And then at the end of the email, they told me, unfortunately, the decision to terminate your channel remains the same. My channel is obviously not terminated. You are watching this video right now. That's not my problem. So either this real human didn't even read my case, or the email was just an automated copy-paste mess that didn't even apply to my situation. Again, as incompetent as Roblox. They also said at the end that they would be closing my case and quite literally ignoring any further attempts to ask for help on this issue. So that's fun. You go to their support to seek support and they tell you they'll ignore you if you try to get support. And you know, I went back to Twitter after this. I said YouTube removed my video for this screenshot and claims a human reviewed it twice and they still think it was correctly removed. And then I basically went through and told them, you know, everything about the email having so many inconsistencies, the fact that my appeal was rejected, and the fact that they told me they would ignore me if I tried to get more help with this. You know, after waiting a good, I think it was 14 hours of absolutely no response from anyone, despite Team YouTube seeming to reply to people within 1 minute to like 30 minutes maximum. Yes, I waited 14 hours, no response. So then I tweeted again, said I should just re-upload this video. YouTube are so unhelpful. If you told me Roblox moderators are also YouTube moderators, I would believe you. On the bright side, this situation dragged me out of my cave for my second tweet of the year, which genuinely this was the second time that I've tweeted this year. They eventually did reply to me to this tweet about me re-uploading the video after, I'm not even joking here, 27 hours. They basically said the same as before, that I was already in contact with creator support and that if I needed to follow up, I needed to reply in the same email, even though they already told me that they had closed that one, but whatever. Despite that, I replied to the email anyway because, you know, Team YouTube told me to. I laid everything out as clearly and as simply as I could to support their questionable comprehension skills. I said larger creators have used the same content type in their videos with no issues, and I have attached proof. You cannot possibly continue to say my video removal was justified when the same content is up right now in videos with millions of views. I still haven't heard back. Of course I haven't. At this point, I don't know where this is going or if it'll ever be resolved, but I'm not giving up because, you know I'm right, and the fact that this whole situation has been handled so poorly is honestly just sad. So yes, they told me to stop. They told me that they were going to ignore me from now on, and I guess no matter how many times they try to dismiss it, I'm not going to stop because I'm right, that is all. So please, the comments is the place to go. Tell me what you guys think about YouTube removing my video about MeepCity for some reason. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.